ortalık yerde yapılan hız. Estonia Education and Science 165'e 130. Buraya girebilmek için ne bir şifre girdim ne bir şey. Sadece Wi-Fi'den gittim, Mactory'yi seçtim, o kadar. Bir TC'ye girmek yok, bir şeye girmek yok ve hız var. Helal olsun, ne diyelim. Ortalıktaki ücretsiz internet böyle gider. Hiçbir üniversitemizde, ne İTÜ'de, ne İstanbul Üniversitesi'nde, ne Bahçeşehir Üniversitesi'nde böyle bir hız yok. Bu kadar hız olmayınca nasıl insanlar şevk alsınlar ki? Bilgisayar zaten zevkli çalışmıyor. Ortamda şu anda bomboş olan Mactory'de böyle röportaj için geldim. Bekliyorum. Birazdan röportajımızı yapacağız. O sırada ben sorularımı hazırlayayım. Ladies and gentlemen, today is my privilege to meet with Evelyn in IRE, Toltec Innovation Center. Yesterday I've been here to take a travel of the new initiatives and innovations, how the people are focusing on, especially startups. Then she and I say hello while she is grabbing a coffee.
You sneezed.
Yeah, I see. Then you say.
And I said terviseks in Estonian, and you were like, thank you. And I was like, how did you even understand what I was saying if you don't speak Estonian?
But it's a common language.
Yeah, exactly.
Then within a quick chat, we make an appointment for today. Thanks to her, she opened an agenda for this interview. Thank you so much, Evelyn.
You're welcome.
I have some questions. We know that from Turkey, Estonia, one of the most digitalized country in the world. So based on this knowledge, I would like to ask my first question.
All right.
People, Estonia is often recognized as one of the most digitally advanced countries in the world. Can you elaborate on some key milestones and achievements that have contributed to this reputation? How you become the most digital country in the Baltics, 1.3 million, a very well educated, very clean, nicest country what I have ever visited. But you are a pure Estonian. Could you explain a little bit us?
First of all, thank you for the very kind words about the reputation of how we have got there reputation-wise. I'm not so sure. All I know is that our marketing teams in ministries must be really good. And aside of that, if we talk about the aspects of how we got there was that if we regained our independence from the occupation of the Soviet Union, then it was 1991. Then after that, the country realized that we do not actually have so many natural resources. So if we don't have natural resources in long term, of course we have like some oil shale and more, but it's not efficient enough for long-term benefits. And the country itself made a really good strategy straight away that we're going to try to digitalize as much as we can. So I guess that was one of the first aspects where the success started. And then they implemented or brought out computers to schools. So when I grew up and I went to school, it started 2000? Yes. So I was thinking back, it was 99 or 2000. It was 2000. We already had like computers everywhere.
Wow.
So that means that I think by the end of 90s.
School.
Yes.
The first year.
I didn't. Yes.
Wow.
I think from like second or third grade, we already had all our grades online. So you just have your, how you call it? Like the, a notebook or where teachers like give you some grades and stuff. You bring it to school. What I had was like, it was something formal. It was just something formal, but your parents are checking and doing all the communication through this online environment called e-school. And that's what I already grew up with.
Wow.
So your grades, your bad behavior, whatever you do, that's all in e-school. So yeah, that's how we call it, the e-school system. I'm not sure how it's exactly today, but when I went to school, it was e-school. And that's where all your grades go. And of course, they started teaching programming to kids and just making teachers and the school environment, people that work in the school and the kids familiar with the computers. So when you're already used to using computers, you're not afraid to go further with it as well in your personal life. So yeah, it was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was the programming and bringing it to school. So I think it's general education in that sense, just making people really aware and the kids knowledgeable about the opportunities that they can have in education with IT. And I guess like especially the IT and engineering areas have been popular, and they're even gained a lot more popularity in the recent years as well, just because it's been the foreground of Estonian success.
Wow. So you grew up with that mindset, innovative and the digital mindset. I know that the Skype, the first initiators, grew up also in Estonia, and they sold it to Microsoft. Now it becomes a Teams. So
Yes.
we can say that they original roots from here. Why? From the 2000s, your parents can able to check yourself from the e-school systems. I graduated from the 2008 from university. And even at that moment, we have to go physically to school to get our results, university results. We couldn't check online. So how there is a differentiate the university, I need to see my notes, A, B plus, C, C minus, in the school center from the papers.
No, it's like what I've seen in the movies, that they put the grades outside the door and then kids go and check.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, no, I've never had it. You only had the e-school. Like that's just a system where you get your homework and everything.
Wow.
You can, yeah. In some countries, kids would be like, come to school, like, I don't have my homework done because my dog would eat it. That was like the old school saying. But what we would have was like, if you, like, the excuse was that, I didn't have internet last night, so I couldn't see my homework assignments.
Similar thing in Turkey. Teacher, sorry, yesterday electricity has gone, so I couldn't prepare. And also, the water system has gone, we couldn't prepare, just for kidding, making exhaust. So from that digital era, I know that your elections also could be on internet. Everything is digitalized, but it's finished. There is an easy explanation. Digitalization, it does not mean that throw out all the papers, do everything from online. Actually, it's a bigger mindset. Now it's the era of the artificial intelligence. I would like to ask that every startups nowadays focusing on the AI. The new startups focusing on the AI. The GPTs are very popular.
Yes.
From that manner, when we count this Estonia's digital landscape with the usual use of the artificial intelligence, could you provide me and the other people in Turkey and Estonia how the AIRE, your AI and Robotics Estonia initiative, and its main objectives, visions for the further years?
All right, so maybe I just need to explain the background a little bit.
Yes,
there was a big question. So as you discussed already, AI, that it's a new thing. So why we started as well as 4 years ago with the preparation project to come alive, and was the main objective to raise awareness of the possibilities of AI-based solutions in Estonian small to medium-sized companies for the first 3 years, especially manufacturing companies, as they've lagged behind in implementing digital solutions and robotic solutions. And it's really crucial as the manufacturing companies make 20% of our GDP.
Wow.
So it's really important to them to digitalize and automate their processes and keep on going with the digital solutions, as if they are not doing good, the country itself would not do good. And what else? Yeah, so this is to raise awareness, and especially when ChatGPT and OpenAI solution hadn't come out, it was rather hard to even discuss for the general public why these topics are important, because people didn't have their first-hand experience with AI-based solutions yet, and playing out with them, what it even means. That's not a magic box. That's what everyone would guess. And what we did prior then was to just overall raise the awareness, and people still didn't really understand why such initiation would be beneficial. But now, after 3 years, after ChatGPT, and everyone has been really having hands-on experience themselves, what are the possibilities? It's opened themselves up, and the general society really understands what we're doing now as well. So why we need to help our companies to be more digitalized and automated. So it really comes down to their processes. Yeah, we are looking into the companies to see where they can apply and implement AI-based solutions. And that's the place where we get our universities in as well. As you asked before that, what's the operating system, how we operate, then we have the universities. Where is the knowledge of how to work with really complicated and hard issues? So we get the novel places in the companies where we don't, where the novel solutions could be implemented, and we bring the knowledge to the universities and get the teams together and help them to do these novel experiments that we call Test Before Invest. And the Test Before Invest demonstration projects make more than half of our budget, so everything goes, not everything, but more than half of it goes directly to testing innovative solutions inside Estonian SMEs. So they could have novel solutions that we could later scale in other sectors, and the companies themselves could also make a new product or scale it even broader and start selling these solutions if they're applicable to it as well.
What a nice. For the SMEs, small and medium-sized enterprises, instead of spending tiny amounts of money and effort in different, maybe thousands of SMEs, you collected the beginning, finding the one vision and understanding what needs for the Estonia 20% GDP needs for to be more effective, efficient and productive, creating a one major vision and the tools which they can implement themselves, especially within the university students' help. What a lovely for the IRA.
Yeah, and the companies need, it's one of the issues as well. They need aftergrowth.
Situation analysis. First, understand the needs, what Estonia needs for, and then started to create the environment and the tools which they can use. Especially, it's also effective and productive session. How do you foresee the AI transforming companies and everyday life in Estonia and EU? I know that the AI IRA is the one of the representative. You are belongs to the European Union, and they also help to create a one environment with EU. The EU through the IRA initiative, are there specific areas or sectors that will see the most significant change for the industry, for the public, instead of public sector, private sector, how they can get benefit from the IRA initiatives?
Yeah, the most important thing then is to also work together with the other, or the important thing, not the most important thing. The important thing is to work together with other European EDs as well, to collaborate. And that's how, when you asked how we get the knowledge across Europe, then it is through the other EDs that we have. So we work together, we collaborate, we have examples of how Estonian companies, as I mentioned, we do the Test Before Invest. We bring them along to meetings with our German partners, our Swedish partners, our Finnish partners. And instead of duplicating the knowledge, for example, Finns have really good knowledge on data and, like, say, location data. So you can share the services that we have. For example, IRA has services, each EDIS has their services. So we can share the companies to go and get the expert knowledge from another EDI or another center like ours. So it means that we do not need to duplicate the knowledge in Estonia. other countries don't have to as well. If they know someone else is doing it better or having more expertise, then you can directly send your clients and your country's companies to another country in Europe to get the expertise through the DIG network, which is really good. And if you ask for the future, then you can just see the knowledge going around super easily. And I think taking the borders away, where you can give state aid inside of European Union countries is really important and has been so far successful as well in terms of sharing the companies and giving them the benefits, because they can also get double funding in that terms, that if they do their this before invest projects, let's say you go to Germany, then the Germany can give them the same amount or their amount of money, and you get a bigger pot to test a specific solution. You can see students using ChatGPT all the time. I mean, universities like in Taltech, where we're at today, Tallinn University of Technology, it is encouraged also for...
Encourage.
Of course, because
I do my PhD.
Yes.
And if I use ChatGPT or any other GPTs in my thesis, the school says, no, you have to write everything by... Actually, I am using GPT as a tool, not to understand or to do my thesis, to make a research with GPT.
Yes,
I made a research and
you make the research, but you use it for, finding mistakes,
Yes.
It's encouraged, and it's our university or Taltech looks at it as internet. When internet first came, it was encouraged to use it. It's just one step on the technological evolution that we're going to get used to, and whether it's going to change our lives as much as everyone is thinking in apocalyptic accents, we don't know. But I think it's just one step that we need to get used to, and it's just going to optimize our work a lot. Yes, there are a lot of concerns that we need to think about as humanity.
Ethics.
In total. But ethics. Yeah, exactly. So there's no training that we would do without discussing ethics and the risks. It needs to be constantly on the table. This is something that you can't drop at this time. But yeah, as I spoke, commercialization, that would be the top thing that we can do, because we cannot build the States or China that could build, that has a lot of funds and that could build another big tech company. But what we can do is for our country's companies and people using AI as much as possible, which makes us super efficient. Our literacy in AI is really high, so this is where we're going at.
The most popular question with the AI, do we lose our jobs if we don't learn and implement ourselves? Yes, sure, we can. But when the first internet pop up in the 90s, most of the cases, these jobs will be lose themselves. Yes, lots of jobs lose by internet. But if you implement yourself, you can survive. The last question for Aira and Estonia. The collaboration and innovation are key to success for large-scale digital projects. Can you discuss any partnerships or collaborative efforts with other institutions, companies, or governments that the part of the Aira initiative? I would like to ask that question. Now I'm going to share that video in Turkey and then start up the innovation ecosystem. Maybe people would like to do some kind of initiatives with you. How you are looking for the collaboration in Aira perspective?
Yeah. Coming back from the first question, or starting out from the first question, we actually are state funded. So the state itself, government, our ministry, gave birth to us. So half of the money comes from our funding comes from the state, the other half from the EU. So this was a proposal that everyone came together from different facilities and organizations to have this one aim, to help Estonian manufacturing and industrial companies to start using AI and robotics, because it's a really important part of our economy. And from there, we have partners that we have 6 of them. We have 6 partners.
Wow, 6.
Yes, so it's Tallinn University of Technology. It's University of Tartu, that is the biggest university in Estonia, and University of Life Sciences, the Science Park of Tartu, and the Science Park of Tehnopol in Tallinn. So these are the two biggest science park. And then one private sector company called IMEC. They are the manufacturing and robotics experts that have been for the past decades. So they have the really good overview of the whole Estonian manufacturing companies overall. And the aim, and TalTech is the leading partner, Tallinn University of Technology, and we operate all around Estonia. So the collaboration is already there in that sense that we offer services. Each partner has their service that they are leading. The hardest part has been the communication of how you get the customers through all the services that are operated through the corners of all around Estonia. And we also have Tallinn City and the city of Tartu as our collaborating partners. And we come together, all of us, twice a year. One is coming now in August. The other one is always in February. Once in South Estonia, once in North Estonia. We always swap or we come together in the middle. So everyone comes together, and there's what's special about this whole thing and how we operate is that we all have one big aim. And of course, institution and matrix organization, that's what it's called. Like, we are matrix organization. You can look it up later as well. Meaning that there is one leader, but everyone that work for the higher purpose come from different organizations. So that's how we operate. And it's been a heck of a road on a way, but working for the bigger aid to get Estonian manufacturing information across has been always come from one place, and that is us all coming together. So you asked if we have any collaborations, then yes, it's on daily basis. We have meetings fortnightly, every second week, and then quarterly. And yeah, in this industry, of course, I didn't mention the clusters. So they are a really important part of us as well. They are also collaborating partners, the clusters. So the manufacturing cluster, the ICT cluster, and all of them, wood sector, and it plays a big role. And the second question was, you had it was two questions.
The first question is how collaboration is key to success, you explain. And if somebody would like to come and do a check with you, is it possible, or the kind of question?
Yeah, it's in our website. There's a place where you can contact us. And if you contact, then we can have a meeting and see if we find anything that would be a fit.
Very nice.
Yes.
Evelyn, thank you so much.
Thank you as well.
Your conversation is inspired me a lot. Especially, I'm a little bit jealous about in 2000s, you start with e-school.
I need to Google if it's there. I'm going to Google it now. How do they call it?
Guys, that Estonia is mentioned in my other video, but everything is really on time, very digitalized. Nothing to be, you are always be sure that if it says on Google or their website, it is still in this real life. So to find the opportunity with you, make an interview, it's my pleasure. And I would like to welcome you, Istanbul or Izmir, two cities I live in. So if you able to come, we will do the same thing.
That'd be really cool.
Too. Thank you so much.
Yes, and have fun in Stockholm.
Yes, let's go.
Yes.
I will use the Bolt, which is the Uber of the Estonia. They created and they spread out of the very good thing is the Estonia is the power of the commercialization.
Do you have your license with you?
No.
Okay. Because you could drive
I don't prefer to drive car in Estonia. If something happens, I will stuck in here.
No, but you can do it with Bolt Drive. You can. Oh no! If anything happens, you just leave the car and they will just.
Really?
Yes, of course. Okay. There's insurance in it. Yeah, you just leave the car, bring it to your location where you can park it, and then you let them know what happened, and then they're gonna take care of it. Then you're gonna go to the plane.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dears, if you come to the Estonia, Tallinn especially, it's only 20 minutes by bus. Come to TalTech, Mekatory place. You may meet with the perfect, wonderful startups and the wonderful people. See you next time.
Bu da arkadaşlar teknolojinin geldiği nokta. Bilmiyorum Türkiye'de çalışıyor mu ama canlı yayında açtığınız zaman bu şekilde oklarla size yolu gösteriyor. Muhteşem değil mi ya? Be safe. Tamam, oluruz. İçinizden yürüyor. Aynı Mercedes gibi oldu. Tutuyorsunuz, yolda yürüyeceğiniz okla sizlere yeri gösteriyor. Yine tam zamanında 36 geçe diyordu. 36 geçe otobüs geldi ve ben 1,5-2 dakikayla yakalamış oldum. Ulimest. Hop geldik.